advantage here on this drive. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing is Williams. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. To the air, Williams. To the sideline and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's Williams. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colin Johnson, 38 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. McCarthy off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Zach Pickens in there to finish that play off. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 7. To throw, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Dominique Robinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Looking to throw McCarthy. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off the play fake, McCarthy. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Man in motion is Agnew. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. But defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And very important drop. The 4th quarter of this wild card game, but this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Fights off the defender. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Looking to throw is Williams. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Swift. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 5. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On play action, here's Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They run out of the gun with Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come. Look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 5. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Play action. Now Williams. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Williams. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Herbert powering up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Herbert once more. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chandler. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So now the Bears down by 2. 1:39 to go. A field goal would produce a playoff stunner on the road, but this crowd is going to let them hear it here on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Able to find Kmet. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out. Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.